Hi, welcome to Strength Reversed. Thank you for joining me. I have a giveaway today. Kind of. It's a giveaway in that I'm giving stuff away, but not a giveaway in that it's like a fabulous new tarot deck. It's more like a garage sale where I have stuff I don't want, and if you want it, I will give it to you. So if you live in the continental US and you are a subscriber to my channel, I would be happy to send this to you media mail. I am a cheap bastard, so if you live somewhere farther away than that, I'm too cheap to send it to you, but I still love you. So I have 5 decks here, and these are kind of hay housey type oracle-y decks. The only reason I am getting rid of these decks is because I'm just not an oracle person. These decks just don't get used, and so they're not part of my, they just sit unused, and I don't like that feeling. I feel like if someone else can get a use out of them, that would make me happier than owning this stuff. And I do have a couple of witchier books by Scott Cunningham. You might recognize that name. And then one book by Louise herself. So I'll go through the decks first. I mean, I'm kind of scared to put this out there because I'm scared no one will want this stuff and then I'll feel bad, but whatever. I just feel like I should do it. And I think on July 31st is when I will, and now okay, whatever. I'll talk to you more about that at the end. So the first deck is a Doreen Virtue deck. It is the Healing with the Fairies. Now, none of these decks, some of these decks I did buy brand new on a discount, or they were given to me or something. The box here is not new. The cards, well, if you open it, there's a booklet that tells you about each card. There are 44 cards. Now, there are all the cards here. Here's what the back of them looks like. This is Healing with the Fairies Oracle cards. And so the front of the cards might say new location, creative expression. I'm not sure if the colors of the cards have any significance. There are a couple of cards that have very minor, and I mean just like 1 or 2 cards that have very minor sort of creases, but nothing major. So if you are interested in the Doreen Virtue Healing with the Fairies Oracle, make a comment. I think what I'll do is I'll take comments until the end of the month, and if there's more than one taker, then I will pull names out of a hat. The next cards are the Cheryl Richardson self-care cards. There are 52 cards in this deck. There's no booklet with it. It has a title card and this kind of a card. And then it says something like listening, and on the back it says listen to your wise self, and it has a blurb about that. Silence. Boundaries. So every card has a little, very brief blurb. You know, I keep keeping these cards because I think they're cool. Maybe I'll use them. Maybe one day I'll wake up and love oracle cards. Come on. Maybe one day I'll wake up and be 30 pounds lighter. It's just not going to happen. Okay. The next deck this is a Hay House deck, and these are by Dyer, the Power of Intention cards. These have 50 cards. The 50 cards in this deck are based on Dyer's best-selling book, The Power of Intention. explore intentions not as something you do, but as an energy you're a part of. The artwork chosen for these decks, and there's like a title card here. And again, these cards have been looked through, but not used. So it has a very simple picture, find your purpose, and then on the back, it will have a blurb. If you want to find your true purpose in life, know this for certain. Your purpose will only be found in service to others and in being connected to something far greater than your body, mind, ego. So everything has something on the back. Okay, so those are the Wayne Dyer, The Power of Intention cards. The next one, I got these brand new pretty recently. A friend of mine found them somewhere. They were still wrapped in the plastic. And I did unwrap the plastic just to take a peek. But this is a 60 card deck. It's the Law of Attraction cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. If you're not familiar with Esther Hicks, you might have heard of Abraham Hicks. So Abraham is this entity or group of beings that she channels, kind of. I don't know if you've ever read the Seth material, but it reminds me of that. I read a couple of the Seth books, and I just was left thinking, Seth talks a lot but doesn't say much. Is that mean? I don't know. It still has the little thing on it. I'll pull a couple cards up just so you can peek. So here's one card. It says, attention to what is only creates more what is. And then it has something on the back. Here might be a card. I know this is cheating, but here's a card. I just want to give you a peek at kind of what they look like. I use the Law of Attraction deliberately. I let my action be action and joy. And then it has information on the back. Now, the Law of Attraction for me is sort of a... people can take it too far. It's one of those things that can easily become New Age fundamentalism. It can easily become unhealthy. But, you know, it ain't my bag. But my friend thought of me because they were cards, and you might like them. The last deck that I have is called Love Spells and Rituals, and I got this, I think, at Friends of the Library. Now, it doesn't, how many cards does it have? It doesn't have very many cards, but they are all here. So here's what the back of the cards look like. And then you have, like, this is Aphrodite, Libra, Balance, Venus, Divine Love, the Chalice, Wholeness. So this is what they look like. There might be 14 or something, but they're all here. I'm not sure how many there are. And then it comes with a hardcover book, and it has information on each card, and it's pretty well stocked with info. I think it's one of those things where the book is at least a good read, if you are into that. Okay. The next thing I have is now way back when, probably in the early 2000s, I got this book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And of course, Louise Hay is known for her affirmations. This is the book that has affirmations for different parts of the body and different diseases and ailments. She believes that there are thought patterns behind a lot of those physical ailments. For example, Let's see, if you have, I always have eye problems that I deal with, and so she talks about eye problems being not liking what you see in your own life, and you might do a lot of affirmations around that. Now, I'm not giving this book away, but I am giving away, this is an unused workbook that goes with that book. It is the You Can Heal Your Life workbook, and it has basically what you're working through. It's like a guided affirmation. So you're working through affirmations. This has no writing in it. There are some checklists. There are some lists that you make. It's kind of like guided journaling. And one chapter is about phobias. So you go through and check certain things that pertain to you. This chapter is called Health, Fears and Phobias, Feeling Good, criticism and judgment. And so if you are interested in that, or you're into affirmations, I will send that to you. The other two books that I have are both Scott Cunningham books. These are by the late Scott Cunningham, who is a huge name. If you are Wiccan, you've probably seen books by him. Some of them are classics. These came out in, let's see, 1983 was the first edition of this book. This is not the first edition, but this is The Magical Household, and it says, empower your home with love, protection, health, and happiness. And it has stuff about your furniture, dreaming, the kitchen, baths, gardening, your pets, protection, cleaning, like little rituals and things that you can use around your house. So if you want that, I will send it to you. And this is called Dreaming the Divine, Techniques for Sacred Sleep. And this was, let's see, came out in 1999, but it was published in 1992 as Sacred Sleep, Dreams, and the Divine. So this talks about the mysteries of dreams, Egypt and Egyptian dreaming, the Middle East, Greece, Native American. And it talks about sacred sleep and how you can work with your dreams and how different cultures worked with dreams. So if you are interested in Dreaming the Divine, I will send that to you as well. Okay, so if there's something that you want, make a comment. If there's more than one thing you want, kind of rank it in order. And if no one else wants it, I'd be happy to send more than one thing to you. I don't care if it's one person who wants all this stuff. I kind of want it to go to a home of someone who's going to appreciate it, or because I do believe that when you give someone something, it's theirs. So if you want to resell it, which I am way too lazy to do, or regift it, be my guest. It will not bother me at all. So on the 31st, I will post a video in some form or fashion, and I'll let people know who's getting what, and if more than one person wants the same thing, I'll draw out of a bowl at that time. So I know it's not like the latest indie tarot decks that everyone is coveting, but I just thought someone might be interested, and if not, I don't know. If not, I'll find something else to do with them. Okay, guys, thank you.